Kids, your boo-boos all better?
All better.
So I wrecked the drone a couple days ago, pretty bad. I broke rule number 1, don't fly it too fast. And I was flying it pretty fast, doing a shot around a fountain. And by the time I saw the pole, it was too late. So hit the pole, dropped about 25 feet onto concrete, broke propellers, messed up the plate that the gimbal attaches to on here, popped open the drone a little bit right here. Just not good. So, oh, and I lost this piece here. The bad thing is we're heading to Colorado in a couple days, and I just don't have time to get the parts in. So I know I can order some of that stuff as far as parts, but I just don't have them. So I'm going to try to piece it together what I've got, hope it works, and then hopefully I can get the parts on the way at some point as far as like this plate and this cover right here. I'm hoping I can find that too. So here's everything I've taken apart so far. I've used the JB weld on the plate. I'm hoping that's going to hold up. Here's the gimbal taken apart with all the pieces to it. Let me get this thing back together, see what happens. I'm gonna let it hover in place for a few minutes and then probably just take it straight up, not push it too hard. I may be getting overly optimistic. Let me see if it even powers on, all the motors are good, and I don't know, we'll go from there. Yes! It's at least hovering in place. I'm hoping it's gonna survive if it goes straight up, so we're gonna try that next. Okay, good news and bad news. It does seem to fly, all the motors seem to work. It is a bit windy today, so I'm gonna take that into account. I may try it later when there's not so much wind, but it definitely does not seem to be flying as smooth as it was. It's having a hard time holding its position. Once I get up in the air, the camera, it's struggling to stabilize. I'm gonna hope it's the wind. Time will tell.
We're taking time today to spend time with our families because we want to get some time with them before we're gone for a little bit. We're gonna head over to my mom's house and let Hensley swim with her cousins.
So we're gonna stop by and pick up my niece before we go to the pool. She's gonna go swimming with us. As far as my history and how I grew up farming, so and it actually, farming's hard work. And I think it kind of burned me out on it, but I don't even want to garden now. But my parents still have a produce stand. They've cut back on some of the other farming, but they have a produce stand, and that's what we're pulling up to right now. Hensley absolutely loves the farm, though. Loves the chickens and the animals, and just loves eating raw tomatoes straight off the vine. So it's a lot of fun for her, and that's part of why we come back. We want her to experience these things and spend time with the family.
Bye-bye. Bye.
See ya. It's a good perk when we're in town. We get free produce. So can't beat that. Mia's gonna help us grab some corn. Got some? Thank you for getting the corn, Mia. Welcome. Did you like the fireworks, Hensley, last night?
Nice one.
No one sit here, please.
Hensley, what are you doing? Are you prepared for anything? If it rains or you go swimming?
All done. All done.
the barn Nathan and I got married at.
Yeehaw. It was country chic.
Country chic, yes.
The barn is about halfway between our two houses, so it's kind of neat. The spot I guess we got married at.
Yeah, and it was part of Nathan's family. They owned it, so it was special to us. Did you tell me a bye?
Bye.
It makes me really sad saying goodbye to family and friends. That's definitely one of the hardest parts of a traveling lifestyle.
We don't know on this one. We usually do routes for a couple of months and then come back. But since we're going farther west, you know, we're thinking we might, you know, might do a longer route this time.
And that's what's great about this journey, though, is you can make it as little or as much as you want as far as how long you want to be gone and how long you want to travel. If you're afraid to be away from your family for a long time, I mean, you don't have to be for a year at a time. You know, that's why we like to come back and visit and spend time with them.
And our family's all in one small area. I know a lot of people, their family might be spread out all over the United States, so you might actually be closer to your family by traveling, getting to see people you normally wouldn't get to see.
We did a family wedding in Florida, and we took our camper there, and my cousin, we stayed with them. And
families stayed with us in the campers. I mean,
give and take. There is a lot of that in living this kind of lifestyle, and you just have to decide what's important to you and what's worth giving up a little bit. So
we just know this was the right time for us. It was the right opportunity, and felt like we might regret it if we didn't go for it. So we're going for it.
That was kind of our deciding factor.
Yeah.
We just thought, no regrets. If we hate it, we can always change it. So go back to the way things were.
Still getting a few things ready today before we hit the road for Colorado. A couple things I've bought since the last time we went out. I'm sure I've bought more than this, but these are the ones that I'm thinking about right now. With RVing, you're always looking for just any way to make those little upgrades that make life easier. I bought this pressure regulator, and I'll try to remember to put a link in the description. Now, this is our old regulator we were using. I think the minimum on this was 50 PSI, and the old one, the minimum, yeah, it was 40 PSI. So instead of 40 PSI, we're getting 50 PSI, which is a huge difference in water pressure. Another thing I've bought since last time are these jack pads. These are awesome. I struggled. I carried around pressure treated wooden blocks and they kept breaking. The plastic ones just don't even stand a chance from what I read. Your typical plastic ones you could buy from Camco and things like that. And then I found these online. They are more expensive than your plastic ones, but they hold up great with the jacks. You can stack them if you need to. They also come, you know, with loops that you can pull out by hand if you need to. And if you have an awning rod, which we don't have or need with our RV, but if you have one for the awning, you can actually hook it with a rod and pull it out if you want to without even having to get underneath the RV. This will happen a couple of days before this video comes out, but we really want to thank everybody for reaching.
Say thank you.
We say thank you for helping us reach 1 million views. And what? 1 million views and 15,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
We never would have imagined it would have taken off the way it has. So thank you guys so much.
We hope we can continue to bring some good stuff of places to go and things to do as far as the RV life down the road.